Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Monday and I hope you all had a great weekend. Well, as you can see, we're going to be working on the 18 hairpins today, and I got this from AliExpress back in April. And today we're gonna, this is the best picture I have, I'm so sorry. We're going to be working right where that little lotus flower thingy is. And the color is 733. I do believe. Yeah. I told you to come out when it got cooler. Yeah. Have to work on it. And I got my little girl today. How is everybody doing? Oh, and this is an 11 count before I forget. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was kind of a do nothing kind of day. Trying to get that somewhere where it won't hook into it. Just sat around, watched YouTube, a little bit of Netflix, stitched a little bit on this, and a little bit on Peter Rabbit, and a little Sashiko. Yeah, just wasn't in the mood to do too much of anything yesterday. Got a 2-hour nap, and it didn't rain. The sun was out all day. It had some clouds, but nothing, you know, too serious. So, yeah, I was thrilled sick. Did I get you too close in sometimes? There you go. So, I thought, you know, I got this out. Let's just work on this. Okay, seriously? I have to hold it in this position only because, yeah, there's like a ton of fabric still in the bag that I cart this around with. So, yeah. Unbelievable. And I gotta go to work today. Yay. Something different to do. I don't know if it's the weather causing me just to feel like that, or just what. It was nice and cool. It never got hot enough to even turn on the air conditioning. I don't think I've had the air conditioning on more than an hour in a week. So that'll tell you that it's getting cooler. Here, there, and everywhere. What is everybody else doing? Hope you're all having a good Monday and it's a good start to your new week. Fun times. It'll just start getting quieter and quieter and quieter at work. So, we'll see. Sometimes we get a lot of ski traffic, people coming through Denver, you know, whether they got off a plane or they live in Denver. And, I did it again. You know, and then come, or they get off a plane and they're going to one of the ski resorts that has you know, hotels and the skiing all right there. So, yeah, never been that far away. I did go to the ski resort that's maybe an hour, maybe hour and a half away from here. But the other one that I was talking about is probably a good 2.5 hours, depending on the roads, of course. But I've never been in that general direction of Colorado. Just never had a reason to. Nobody in my bunch skis anymore. They used to ski when they were younger and teenagers, and they'd get ski passes through friends and stuff. And my granddaughter actually works for one of the littler ski resorts where they have like a little restaurant, and they have a very limited menu, that kind of thing. That's where she was working for probably 2 winters, like while she was in high school. And now that she's graduated, they moved to Missouri, her and her boyfriend. So, yeah. Fun times. And I don't know what kind of snow they get there in Missouri. It wasn't too bad that I remember. Kansas was way worse than Missouri ever even thought about being. So they had more like freezing rain and ice, that kind of thing, where Kansas had snow and blowing snow. So, yeah. At least where I lived. And we get drifts, and we lived, oh, I'd call it out in the country. I mean, it was like 20 minutes to town, if you really thought about it. But, yeah, it wasn't too far away. And so the roads, the major roads, they had highways, you know, and stuff. They were all clear. But off on those back roads, they didn't plow in the little bitty town that I lived in. They probably had 400 or 500 people in it. So sometimes it was kind of a piece of work to get to that bigger town. Because that road was a 2-lane country road. And, yeah, fun times. And it wasn't real conducive since I was going to work about 11 o'clock at night, because I was working midnight to 8 in the morning. And for a long time, probably 2-3 years. And then I started working for a restaurant, and I would get off about 5-6 o'clock at night. So, and it was a pretty straight shot. I mean, it wasn't like you were on mountain roads or anything crazy like that. So it wasn't bad. By then, you know, they had the roads cleared off, and there was some melted snow and ice, but yeah. So I am very grateful to be right where I'm at and only have to go to work like 2 minutes to work. Push come to shove, I could walk, but not relishing that. So. Other than that, does it snow real bad, or do you not even get snow where y'all live? So, last couple winters haven't been too terribly bad. The roads have been totally clear from here to Leadville when we went for Christmas. So, yeah. I don't think in the 10 years that I've been here that we had to really go through any snow too much, because sometimes it'll snow here and then not snow there, or snow there and not here. yeah, fun times. Now this past year, we were in town because my daughter and my son-in-law, they hosted this year, so next year would be this year actually, would be my son's turn to have Christmas. So that means my daughter would get Thanksgiving, so I don't know what that is. That is so weird. I don't think that needs to be there. Whatever it is. And you know what I really like about this kit is that the numbers start, at 1 and go through however many they have. But when you start on the left-hand side, the first, let's call it 10 numbers, are all right here, in this beginning section. So it's like they go section to section. So the threads are not in numerical order, as far as DMC. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to look very far to the section you're working on. So I thought that was quite different. I've never seen a spring kit quite like that. And 9 out of 10 times I'm starting on the right-hand side instead of the left-hand side. So, yeah. Maybe it's been that way all along. I have no idea. So, well, I just hope it's not too horribly busy this week. Because, yeah, I don't know, the weather just tends to drag you down. Because we usually don't have a lot of bad weather. But when it comes like 2 weeks at a time, after a while, you just start getting, It's kind of remind me of when I lived near Chicago. It was gray and cloudy for weeks. And you didn't see the sunshine. And the wind blew. It's like I always get the places where the wind blows. I mean, hard. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Here. Kansas. Yeah. Some things never change. My son said that's why he lives in Leadville, because it doesn't blow as much there as it does here. So, yay! Sorry, I gotta get that sucker turned around. Like I said, there's 50 feet on the ground here. Oh, it's not that big, but you got the point. So I got all of that finished yesterday, and whatever green I had to put in there, and I started it going down this way. And then I thought, oh, I need to finish over there, so I did that color right there, so now I have to fill in. And I just got a little bitty sliver right there of that same green, but I didn't want to get out the same thread again, so it is what it is. So you can see what we finally got done. It's coming about even right here with her shoulder, but I'm really sick of working on, the leaves and all that, so I didn't want to do that today, so that's why I didn't get it out. Was that bottom of that skirt and that purple, and then that other lady next to this lady's is like a bluish, blue tones. Well, you can see. See, it's at least a different bunch of colors instead of all this green and pink. All right, guys. Thanks for watching today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.